The speedsters in DC Comics have achieved some mind-blowing feats, from outrunning death to surpassing the Speed Force itself. But when trying to determine who's the fastest, it's not as simple as it seems. This ranking focuses solely on speedsters tied to the Speed Force and Flash family, excluding fast characters like Seabeast, Superman, Wonder Woman, or Shazam. Before jumping into the list, it's important to note that characters like Avery Ho and the twins Jai and Iris West are excluded from the core ranking. Avery has beaten Kenan Kong, the Superman of China, in a race and vibrated across dimensions, but her feats don't consistently reflect raw super speed on par with the top tier. Similarly, Jai and Iris haven't done enough in canon to properly compare them to the rest of the Flash family. Wallace West, Bart Allen, and other experienced speedsters simply have clearer feats. Starting from the bottom, Garrick and The Rival are among the slowest. Jay, the original Flash, isn't connected to the Speed Force, but got his speed from hard water fumes. The Rival duplicated this chemically and eventually tapped into the Speed Force through sheer velocity, putting him slightly ahead of Jay. Although Jay has been shown running alongside Barry and Wally, those moments usually involve speed amps. And even then, he's typically the slowest. Wallace West ranks next. He's stated he's not as fast as Barry or Wally. And while he has tapped into the Speed Force using pure speed, he lacks experience. He once had to be rescued from the Speed Force by Wally after getting trapped. Despite this, Wallace is capable of light speed travel and has outrun Garrick both in normal and speed-amplified states, so he ranks higher than Jay and The Rival. Next is Savatar. A major post-crisis speedster villain, Savatar could distribute his speed to others, manipulate the Speed Force, and had speed that rivaled early Wally West. Though he couldn't match Wally fully, he came close and presented a serious threat. His feats put him above Wallace, but still clearly behind top-tier speedsters. Max Mercury follows. Known as the Zen Master of Speed, Max is one of the most knowledgeable speedsters regarding the Speed Force. He's dodged attacks from powerful foes and once avoided blows from Black Flash, though that feat is considered an outlier. He generally lacks the raw speed to rank higher, despite his wisdom and unique perspective on the Speed Force. Hunter Zolomon, or Zoom, ranks next. While some of his feats rely heavily on time manipulation, like freezing or altering time to appear fast, he does have true super speed feats as well. He's outrun Garrick consistently, and some fans argue he could match or surpass post-crisis Wally West. If you consider time manipulation a cop-out, he ranks lower. But if you count it alongside his raw speed feats, his place here is justified. Jessie Quick comes after Zoom. Her connection to the Speed Force is based on a speed formula she chants, similar to how Wally uses mantras. She's matched Lady Flash and kept pace with Supergirl in certain stories. Supergirl, in turn, has scaled to Barry when he's holding back. Jessie's top feats involve light speed by movement, placing her above the previous speedsters. Godspeed ranks next. He has speed absorption abilities, able to steal another speedster's speed if he's faster. He also has a sixth sense for locating anyone with a connection to the Speed Force. In Rebirth, Barry says Godspeed gives him a serious run for the fastest man alive title. Considering feats like keeping up with Wallace and Jenny, and even creating a universe-threatening singularity at light speed, he's earned this mid-tier position. Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, is next. In Post-Crisis, he's described as being able to run near light speed and through time, granting him immeasurable speed. Secret Files states he can match Barry's speed, and Max Mercury even says he's faster than Johnny Quick. He stomped Garrick and ran through temporal dimensions and the negative Speed Force. In Rebirth, he could sense Star Manhattan and escape Paradox's realm using speed alone, feat solidifying his top-tier status. Red Death, a Batman-Barry Allen fusion from the Dark Multiverse, ranks next. In his universe, Bruce loses his Bat family and blames his lack of speed. He takes Barry's powers and merges with him, gaining his full abilities. Since Bruce is in control of Barry's body and Speed Force connection, this version of Batman can theoretically perform the same feats as Barry, minus any mental hesitation or restraint. If you accept this logic, Red Death deserves a spot this high. Bart Allen, aka Kid Flash or Impulse, comes next. Despite his youth, Barry himself says Bart's connection to the Speed Force rivals Wally's. Bart ran from the Speed Force back to Prime Earth using raw speed alone without the help of a cosmic treadmill. He traversed the fourth-dimensional time stream and blitzed Godspeed beyond perception. His ability to act independently of external tools and enter time streams with just speed makes his ranking firm. Barry Allen follows. He's performed absurd feats like accelerating all of space-time and carrying others into the future without paradoxes. He's outrun Reverse Flash and navigated the speed and negative speed forces to cross into alternate timelines and universes. He's traveled across the entire multiverse to scan vibrational frequencies of different Earths. Despite this, Barry himself acknowledges Wally West is faster, even referring to him as the Flash and the fastest man alive. Black Flash, the personification of death for speedsters, ranks just above Barry. He's inevitable and always catches up. Even Barry, Johnny Quick, and Savatar have fallen to him. Wally once stated that Black Flash was the fastest thing he'd ever encountered. They raced to the end of time itself, and Wally had to escape to a place beyond death to survive. Black Flash can also enter and exit the speed and forever forces at will. His precision and inevitability make him terrifying. At the top, without surprise, is Wally West. After escaping the Speed Force during Rebirth, Wally's connection to it intensified dramatically. He surpassed his post-Crisis and New 52 selves, and even Superman acknowledged his speed. Wally's feats include going beyond thought, surpassing the Speed Force itself, and accessing realms beyond time and space, like the Sphere of the Gods. He once threw abracadabra into the time stream and has cosmic awareness that lets him detect disturbances across space-time. Even without amps like the Mobius chair, Wally's base stats are enough to overwhelm almost any fictional character, and Tempest Fugonaut's declaration of Wally being the fastest in the multiverse stands as accurate. That concludes the ranking. While opinions may vary, especially between Wally and Black Flash, the evidence overwhelmingly supports Wally West as the fastest speedster in DC Comics.